Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka Day. Today Shloka is Shloka number 18 of chapter 18. Jnanam jneyam parijñāta
Jnanam Gneyam Parijñāta
Trividha karma chodana
Trividha Karma Chodana
Karanam karma karteti
Karanam Karma Karteti
Trividha karma sangraha.
Trividha Karma Sangraha.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jnanam,
Jnanam,
knowledge.
knowledge.
Jneyam,
Gneyam,
the objective of knowledge.
the objective of knowledge.
Parijñāta,
Parijñāta,
the knower.
the knower.
Trividha,
Trividha,
of three kinds.
of three kinds.
Karma,
Karma,
of work.
of work.
Chodana,
Chodana,
the impetus.
the impetus.
Karanam,
Karanam,
the senses.
the senses.
Karma,
Karma,
the work.
the work.
Karta,
Karta,
the doer.
the doer.
Iti,
Iti,
thus.
thus.
Trividhaha,
Trividhaha,
of three kinds.
of three kinds.
Karma,
Karma,
of work.
of work.
Sangrahaha,
Sangrahaha,
the accumulation.
the accumulation.
Translation, knowledge.
Knowledge,
The object of knowledge
the object of knowledge,
and the knower
and the knower
are the three factors
are the three factors
that motivate action.
that motivate action.
The senses,
The senses,
the work,
the work,
and the doer
and the doer
are the three constituents of action.
are the three constituents of action.
Yeah. So Prabhupada is, before we go to Prabhupada's purport, this begins a new section in this chapter. So from Shlokas 18 to Shloka number 40, the Jnana of a Karma Yogi part 2, which is, we're going to come back to the topic of the three gunas, the modes that control all the activities. So essentially, the Lord is now going to summarize from chapter 13 onwards. Further analysis on elements of action and how those elements of actions like karma, karta, jnana, determination, dhriti, knowledge, doer, action, how all these things affect a person who's doing activities. And the result depends on the mode in which these are done. So if you break this shlokas 18 to 40 into subsections, then you can look at shlokas 20 to 22 that talk about knowledge, which is the first step in action. From 23 to 25, karma, which is the nature of action. 26 to 28 is the karta, the nature of the doer or the actor. 30 to 32 is buddhi, the understanding that is necessary for you to perform your action. 33 to 35 is dhriti, or determination to perform that action. And then 36 to 39, sukha, the fruits of action, that is happiness. In between one or two shlokas, maybe a general introduction or topic. Yeah? So that's the section that we're looking at right now, which is shlokas 18 to 40. Prabhupada writes, there are three kinds of impetus for daily work. Knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower. The instruments of work, the work itself, and the worker are called the constituents of work. Instruments of work means the senses, the work itself, which is the activity that you're performing, and the worker are called the constituents of work. So these six together. Any work done by any human being has these elements. Before one acts, there is some impetus, which is called inspiration. I mean, you act for a particular purpose. Without a purpose, you're not acting. Any solution arrived at before work is actualized, is a subtle form of work. Then work takes the form of action. First, one has to undergo the psychological processes of thinking, feeling, and willing, and that is called impetus. The inspiration to work is the same if it comes from the scripture or from the instruction of the spiritual master. When the inspiration is there, and the worker is there, then actual activity takes place by the help of the senses, including the mind, which is the center of all the senses. The sum total of all constituents of an activity is called the accumulation of work. We can look at another Parampara commentary. In his systematic treatment of the science of action, Shri Krishna explained its limbs. He also explained the karmic reactions of actions and the process of becoming free from them, which is the karmic reactions. Now, he discusses the threefold factors that propel actions. These are jnana, which is knowledge, jnaya, the object of knowledge, and jnata, the knower of that knowledge. Together, the three are called the jnana triputi, the triad of knowledge. Knowledge is a primary impetus for action. It provides understanding to the knower about the object of knowledge. This triad jointly induces action. For example, knowledge of the remuneration to be paid by the employer motivates employees to work, which means what motivates you to work? Because you're going to get paid for it. Information of the discovery of gold in various parts of the world led to gold rushes involving feverish migration by workers. Awareness of the importance of winning a medal in the Olympics motivates sportspersons to practice for years. Knowledge also has a correlation to the quality of work. For instance, a degree from a top college carries weight in the job market. Corporations realize that people with higher quality knowledge can perform work more proficiently. That's why good corporations invest in the development of their people, such as sponsoring employees for developmental seminars to further advance their skill set. So that means everything is goal-oriented. You want to accomplish a particular outcome that inspires you to act in that particular way. The second set named is the karma triputi, triad of action. It includes the karta, the doer, the karan, the instrument of action, and karma, the act itself. This triad of work jointly constitutes the content of action. So knowledge is being defined as the three factors, and action is being defined by the doer and the activity. The doer utilizes the instruments of action to perform the action. What are the instruments of action? The senses, including the mind. Having analyzed the constituents of action, Shri Krishna now relates them to the three modes of material nature to explain why people differ from each other in their motives and actions. So the combination of this factors that motivate you and the actual action itself, Krishna is going to summarize this again. He's already talked about this in chapter 13 and 14, right? But now comes the summary again in response to Arjuna's question. So the essence of today's shloka is that there are three factors that motivate us, which is the knowledge, the result or the object of knowledge, and the knower. And similarly, the three constituents of action are the senses that are necessary for you to perform the work and the person that is performing that work. So that's the essence of the shloka today.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.